You're not going to get anywhere significant fast without acquiring superior instructions so that you can conduct yourself at a superior level. Why your world is yours. Without the proper information, instructions, you're going to be moving on very improper instructions. So how is that going to lead you? It's going to lead you to improper conduct. The best thing about this universe, we have discovered the key and the lock of all existential upward mobility. That's what it is. It's existential upward mobility. To elevate one's existence is existential upward mobility. It transcends social upward mobility in the simple financial realm. The only way to a higher existence is through the improvement upon the quality of your conduct. The quality of your existence can never transcend, will never transcend your quality of conduct. So it's in your best interest to save your lifetime and get yourself the proper mental map so that you can operate on a different level. When you join my program, you're not simply getting a workout. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn workout. It's all a gateway into introspection and the refinement of the mental self. But most people aren't actually self-aware enough to do inward reflections to really realize that they're choosing inferior conduct. I'm giving you these gateways, these tools, these habits, these insights, these reflections around these explanations so that you can more effortlessly succeed. That's what you need superior instruction for. You know, why your world is yours. No one can be sober for you. Nobody can be fit for you. Nobody can be enlightened for you. What these mean is that you are the only individual, sober, fit, enlightened. These three aspects of the four pillars of superior existence are 100% contingent upon your conduct and your conduct only. No one can be sober for you. Only you can get high for you. So being an addict, being a victim of irrational passions, whims, unable to emotionally regulate yourself, lowering into lower states of emotional vibration, being unable to control yourself, all of that, controlling yourself, is inside of your control. No one can control you for you. No should you want anybody to control you. That's the faulty system that's going on with all of these trainers and shit. Everybody's looking to have somebody else be the catalyst or the condition where they're acting upon what they should be doing anyway. When the self-love is real, the evolution is effortless. You know what I'm saying? So I don't gotta walk around cursing people out. Yo, you being a bitch, bro. You being a bitch. I mean, you are. But what that really means is that you're being a coward in the face of growth, in the face of expansion, in the face of maturity, in the face of responsibility. When it came to me breaking my vices, drinking, smoking, at this point, women not having affairs with women that don't really mean much to me in my life and don't add any value to me. You know, anything that is deviation from my greatest outcome of my existential upward mobility, that's what self-sabotage is, the deviation from the best outcome with your existential mobility, upward mobility. All it took for me was to have a heightened level of self-respect and dignity and reclaim my power as a king on this planet, as a king within my own kingdom. Your world is yours. So being the highest level of emperor, king, empress, whatever you want to call it, the executive, you know what I'm saying, raising myself to mastery in my own personal domain. Why your world is yours. You should be ashamed that you're such a slave to these external influences and these whims and passions and all these other things. That's all it took for me. Hey, are you okay being a slave? No, I'm not okay being a slave. Great, so stop being a slave. Done. Easy. You know what I'm saying? So being sober, that's all in your conduct and all in your control. So, hey, guess what? It's up to you to make the decision. I can't conduct you for you, right? But as you're sitting here, you're getting superior instructions that are helping you, succeed more effortlessly by providing you clarity at a level that's unprecedented and unavailable. You can't go talk to any of these people. Let's see, like you got about 500,000, really like 1 million at least. You know what I'm saying, that I'm overlooking right now. Go talk to any one of them and see if they can provide you this level of clarity so that you can go back into the world and conduct yourself at a superior level to get yourself to a superior level of existence, aka existential upward mobility. Next, nobody can get in shape for you. And being out of shape is a reflection of everything that you are physically. It means that you're lazy. It means that you're self-indulgent. It means that you're consumptive. It means that you have lack of discipline and all you do is choose comfort, pleasure, pleasure. Don't do work. Don't put in work. Have an aversion to putting in work. Have an aversion to putting in effort. And that you're okay with the deterioration, decay, and the over time sustained weakening of your own body, and then you become useless and inert like every other fucking still object that doesn't move, every other sedentary object that doesn't move. Why your world is yours. And it shows that you just don't give a fuck about yourself or your people. You're just another liability. Shit crack off, shit go down. You know what I'm saying? You're unable to even walk up a flight of stairs. You're unable to do 500 push-ups. Yes, I said 500 push-ups. You're unable to do certain things, then guess what? We don't need you around because we're moving on elite levels. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can get in shape for you. So this is the issue. Like I said, everybody's waiting for another individual to get them to action. This is why I wrote in The Advancing Individual that intrinsic motivation is the eternal flame that will light your way the whole entire way. You know what I'm saying? When you have intrinsic motivation, you don't depend on anything outside of you to move you. Most of you are like soccer balls that if no one kicks you, you don't move. You're not a soccer ball. You're a human being with the capacity for autonomous action and the ability to think yourself in directions that are in your best interest and act autonomously. You don't need someone from outside of you to get you to move. That's called slavery. That's like a donkey. That's like when you see those like Africans, like I used to be in Sudan, you know what I'm saying? So it'll be cars, it'll be rickshaws, it'll be donkeys and hay in the middle of the fucking intersection. Real fucking life. And that donkey ain't trying to move. No, I'm gonna move now. Same thing with slavery back in the day. I'm black. I could talk about this shit. Most of them, I'm saying, to get these people to work, you had to crack them across their back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not condoning slavery. I'm not promoting slavery. I'm just saying there's a relationship and an analogy and a parable to be made out of the phenomena that is individuals not being motivated to action unless they get cracked across their back, unless they get scolded, unless they get reprimanded, unless they get berated, unless they get chastised. You know what I'm saying? So why your world is yours. You shouldn't have to be berated, chastised, or reprimanded to act in your own best interest. That sounds like the dumbest fucking paradigm and dynamic possible. You know what I'm saying? So sober, fit, enlightened. Nobody can learn for you. You need to sit around individuals like myself. You need to gain wisdom. You need to gain knowledge. And most importantly, you need to learn how to masterfully apply the knowledge, right? So once you get the superior instruction, now it's up to you to match your conduct to the degree of excellence, which is the application, the masterful application of the superior instruction. I will give you the exact way to get muscle and lose fat, to create a body that symbolizes self-respect, comprehension, and work ethic to the whole world. This person is a valuable individual. We could just look at them. They conduct themselves at a high level behind the scenes, and they have appeared to us as this majestic masterpiece. You're either a masterpiece or you're a piece of shit. Why your world is yours. This is just really like how everything is. Next, you know what I'm saying? So then it becomes the masterful application. Nobody can apply information for you. This is the issue with society. There's so many dependents and so many mental infants, mental adolescents, children who have never mentally matured. I've been mentally mature since I was young, but when I went through all of the bullshit phase, that was me basically because I was born into a world and I was given a religion, a quote unquote religion or a pathway, and a bunch of do's and don'ts. And I was just never the type of individual to accept anything at face value. So In the Quran, it tells you, go out and seek the knowledge, seek the experience. You have the baseline, you have the superior instruction, you have the baseline, right? Now go and see for yourself. And I went and fucked around, and I went and fucking found out, and I found out that that was not the way, and that the path of infinite gains and zero losses, aka the straight and narrow path, is the path of infinite gains and zero losses, and everything else is going to accrue a loss. Now we get into the higher exegetical thinking that is surrounding what? The sacred text. All of them all get you back to thinking about the quality of your deeds. Everything in Islam is centered around the quality of having good deeds, right? Good actions, good conduct. Your conduct and your deeds are the same thing. Your deeds are the products of your conduct, right? Every whim of conduct is a deed acted upon in this universe. Same thing with the Upanishads, anything. You go to any sacred text, they're all going to lead you back to a code of conduct that is linked to existential upward mobility through superior conduct in a way where if you align yourself with these, you get this outcome. It's karma. It's karma at its highest level, right? So whatever you are, your world is yours. You just sat down. If you've watched this video and you got to this point, now you have realized the power of superior instruction. You need to get yourself around people who are operating at this level, because if you leave yourself susceptible to not getting around these individuals, then you're leaving yourself in the dark, in the clouds, and that's a very poor choice. So many of you rather stick to very insignificant amounts of money instead of save your lifetime. You have a very finite amount of life left, and you do not know how much that is. You do not. Any second spent not in the state of existence that you are being called to exist in is self-hate at the highest level. It is an act of self-disrespect, and it's just proof that you don't really value yourself. Whatever you are, your world is yours. You're worth what you become. If you're really worth more, then be more. Whatever you are, your world is yours. If you're going to let money stop you from becoming what you need to become, and it's not about getting what you need to get, I don't give a fuck about getting anything. I'm at the point where my biggest pain is walking around and seeing people underappreciating life and living their lives at such abhorrently low levels that it literally irritates my soul to watch people operate at inferior conduct, because I know what the potential of the human being truly is, and they're not living up to that. And then I know that they're subjectively existing under the influence of their inferior conduct with their lack of superior instruction. And now I feel bad for them, and it's fucking me up because I'm more than an empath. I'm like a transpath. Like I could just... That's why I don't look at certain people. I don't look at certain things. And like in the Quran, it tells you to lower your gaze. I don't look at certain things because my mirror neurons are so strong that I don't even... Sometimes I'll give the bird, a pigeon, the right of right away. I have a tweet about that. I'll like walk and I'll see a pigeon there. I'm like, oh, what's up, bro? I'm not going to just walk through you. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a certain sensitivity, a certain sentience mixed with the sapience. Listen to Zombies on the Postmodern Blues EP. Whatever you are, your world is yours. I've been dropping game the whole time. Now we just not playing. You feel me? It's either you're going to rise to superior conduct, get superior instruction, or choose to not get superior instruction and choose to conduct yourself at a lower level, and thus choose to resign yourself to a miserable life simply because you refuse to increase the quality of your conduct, which really just indicates how much of a selfish individual you are. Whatever you are, your world is yours. Consider the vibrations raised. Sheikhy Chic is a motherfucking genius. It's just what it is. You don't have to wait for people to acknowledge your gifts for you to acknowledge your gifts, because then that just lets people have all the power in the world. I'm going to say it like this. You know, when a beautiful woman walks down the street, she leaves her door. A beautiful woman leaves her door and she goes to work. En route to work, so many dummies. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, do you know you're beautiful? Oh, you're so beautiful. So how many times do you think she hears that on the way there? Then she goes from work, probably at work too. Then she goes from at work and goes back home, hears the same amount of bullshit, right? So at a certain point, she should just start saying, duh, I fucking know. You know how much the universe tells me shit all the fucking time? Right, that's what she should be saying, and that's what I'm saying that you should be saying. You don't have to depend on people to acknowledge your gifts. Whatever you are, your world is yours. You have the power. Once you become a self-recognizing, autonomous being, it's in your actual control. That's what it means to awaken. Right, superior instruction. This is just high-frequency Sheikhy. Right, superior instruction. Once you become a self-recognizing, autonomous being, it is in your best interest to reflect the degree of your own intelligence by aligning yourself with superior conduct. And if you do not know how to conduct yourself on a superior level, which means the most efficient level, right? That means you need to seek superior instruction. And if you don't seek superior instruction, knowing that you don't have the superior instruction to operate in your best interest, then guess what? You're less than intelligent than the individual who simply doesn't even know that they need to know some new shit. Whatever you are, your world is yours. Consider the vibrations raised. One of the greatest existential clarity on the planet. Whatever you are, your world is yours. Shouts out to all the masters on the planet, but a lot of these motherfuckers ain't really geniuses. They just saying shit that other people are saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think that they really thinking. Are they really alive? Who knows? Whatever you are, your world is yours. Consider the vibrations raised. Rock with the real, become the real. You're only worth what you choose to become. And if you're really worth something, then become something amazing. Whatever you are, your world is yours. Roll with it.